Natural hazards, including climate-induced ones, will affect the rich and poor very differently. In our study, we found that if a flood occurs, the rich people maybe tend to live in more inland places. The rich probably tend to live in houses that are made of concrete, but the poor people may live in houses that are made out of weaker materials that can be very easily destroyed by floods. For the rich, they also have access to savings. When they suffer certain damages, they can easily repair those damages, but for the poor, often they don't have access to savings, or they have very, very limited savings. They basically compromise on things like education, which then has longer term impacts. In general, risk is a combination of three things. One is the hazard, the second thing is the exposure, and the third thing is vulnerability. Traditionally, losses from natural hazards are estimated based on the value of the asset. So for example, like buildings, they have a certain value to them. Based on that value, we can see like how much is at risk of being damaged. Firstly, a lot of times these losses are expressed in a total value or aggregate value. That doesn't tell us who is more at risk or who suffers more. So whether is it the rich or is it the poor? The second problem is that these values, these losses are tied to the value of the assets that are at risk. Obviously, if you have a rich household that is impacted, they own assets that are way more expensive compared to a poor household. Naturally, their risk seems higher, but actually they may recover much faster. So I think that is not captured in the traditional risk analysis. It is often where regions that are more prone to income inequality, then you see these kinds of patterns. And so it's very important to know like who and where the most vulnerable people are and how badly are they impacted. Only then can you know how to best allocate those limited resources.